Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. On this video I'll be demonstrating how I do my Brazilian wax and vajacial combo. I made a little diagram on my leg for you guys so that this video would not get flagged, and I drew out the woman's area. As you can see, we got her bikini line, the top, and then I wrote lip for each lip. Now I just prepped her skin with pre-wax cleanser, and I am applying a thin layer of waxing powder to make sure that there is no moisture. That will be the key to how much hair you will pull off on your first strip. I start my waxing on the bikini line, and as you can see, I am painting downward. You always want to go down on the bikini line because that is the way that the hair grows. And make sure you don't get too close to that crease between where the thigh and the top of her area meets. While that strip is setting on her bikini line, I go ahead and I apply my second wax strip to the other bikini line. By the time I finish applying this strip, my first strip will be ready to rip off. As you can see, it comes straight off, and you want to apply pressure to your client's skin because that will relieve the sting feeling that comes from waxing. Now I'm using the wax to pick up any leftover residue from the first strips. Okay, y'all, now it's time to head to the top. You pull the skin taut. As you can see, my thumb is pulling her skin, and then you apply your first strip to the top of her lady area. Make sure that you don't go too far. Unless you're an expert, you can actually overlap where it says lip. But if you are a beginner, you want to stay in the top zone, and then you will just break up that lip and then in the middle section. Later on, you'll see what I'm talking about. While the top strip is drying, you want to apply the wax to the opposite lip. As you can see, my thumb will be removing her lady parts out of the way, and then my index finger is used to stretch out the skin at the top. Make sure that you paint downward on her lips, and you paint the direction of her hair at the top, which would be inward. Hold the skin, pull it off, apply pressure. I then attach that strip to the lip strip, and then I will rip it off and apply pressure. See, not that bad. You can also use the strip to pick up any wax that's like left behind or sticking to your client's skin. Then you go back up top, and this time you're going to take that strip all the way across. Because we just waxed the other side previously, the hair is gone, so excuse me. The hair is gone, so we're actually doing a cleanup strip on that area and then an initial strip on the top right side that we just applied. Same thing, you want to apply the wax to her other lip while that strip at the top dries. If you notice, I'm staying under where it says lip. Unless you are an expert, that lip strip can come up a little higher, and then you would have brought that top strip a little lower, and then it would have just been bald after you did the first 4 strips. But if you're a beginner, it's okay. You can break it up and do it this way. Don't mind that nail. It will not come off. Now, this is the area I'm talking about. You wax the top. We've waxed the lip. You will have a little piece of skin in between the top and the lip if you were doing this on like an actual woman. And then I'll go in and I just do a little small strip on that area of the skin to remove those hairs. After it dries, I'm going to peel it off. Oh, well, yeah, I am going to peel it off. But while it dries, I went ahead and applied my up strips to the bikini line. As you can see, I am now painting upward. These are all cleanup strips. So when you do a cleanup strip, you clean up, so you paint up. You no longer have to follow the direction that the hair grows on your clean up strip. 90%, 99% of our hair should be gone. So on your cleanup strip, you should barely be picking up any hairs. It's literally just hairs that were left behind or that's going in the wrong direction. And then you'll just remove that strip when you're done. Oh, and be sure to go back the other direction of the be sure to apply the wax the other direction on that little area that's in between the top and her lip. While you do a Brazilian wax, you should always be moving. As y'all can see, I applied my up strip, I let it dry, then I applied another strip in between. This is how you'll be able to do a Brazilian in 10 to 15 minutes. Every strip from here on out are clean up strips. You want to go across her whole top area, from thigh to thigh. Not overlapping the bikini line, but you get what I'm saying. You go from left to right, right to left, and you want to cover her whole area. You can look closely to see if you have a patch of hair, anything you may have missed or the wax didn't grab. This is the time where you will lay all of your cleanup strips to pick up any remaining hairs. You will do a cleanup strip on each lip. You go to the bottom of her lip where they meet and paint upward and then make you a little lip to grab. The lip doesn't have to be that big for these strips because you can actually use your stick to lift it up at the top. If you're a beginner, just stick to making a lip. And if you don't know what a lip is, if you go watch on that first strip I did at the top left, I didn't have a lip, so I went back in and I actually added more wax and created a lip. It's just the area that you'll grab, like right there. That dark blue area at the top of the strip that I just brushed away, that's a lip. So yeah, you can make those thick so that you'll have something to grab if you are a beginner. You guys, I am a full-time waxer. I make 6 figures from literally waxing. So this is what I do. This is my top paying, most requested service. And right here you can see that I am adding my ingrown hair elixir. After I completed her wax, I added it to her bikini line, the top, and her lips. It can go on every area. Now this is the game changer. Yes, I do my vajacial and my Brazilian back to back. I'm never rough. The products I use can be used immediately after a wax. This is my sugar scrub. As you can see, I have the steamer blowing, and I do a light exfoliation with my hand and glove at the top of her area. And if you want to hit the bikini line, you can, but I usually just stick to the top unless I see that they have like a lot of ingrowns or something on the bikini line. But I go in and I do like a mild exfoliation with my glove, and I just do a circular motion up and down bikini area. And then I'll get a wipe or some type of cloth, and I'll wipe away the residue from the sugar scrub. If you are using the sugar scrub, it can get a little sticky, so you want to make sure that you wipe it away with a wipe or like a wet paper towel or something, not just a dry piece of tissue or a dry paper towel. It has to have some type of moisture to it. And I do this step while my steam is blowing because the steam also supplies moisture. After that, I'll let her steam blow for 10 minutes. Of course, not on this video, but I'll let her relax and let the steam blow for about 10 minutes, and it'll soothe her area and give them time to relax. Here I am applying our ingrown hair elixir. As you can see, I have applied this a few times during this video. The ingrown hair elixir is very soothing and is the key to like relieving any type of irritation from your client's skin. So I apply after the steam, I'll apply the ingrown hair elixir again, and then I'll go in and do my extractions. Of course, I will not be digging into my leg on this video. But this is the time where you'll get out blackheads, whiteheads, any hairs that's within the zone of the Brazilian. And this is when you'll double check to make sure that you're not leaving any longer hairs or any thick short hairs behind. My clients know that I am like a tweezing queen. I will tweeze for 10 to 15 minutes, long as I have enough time. This service is an hour. So I charge $125 for an hour for this particular service. So after you've done your extractions and you've done your steam and everything, this is when I go and I apply a mask. This particular mask is our lemon mask, and it is like a natural lightener. It's one of the top requested masks. It's lemon based, and it brightens the skin and inhibits the production of melanin. You simply add water to it, and then you give it a stir, and you get it to like a pudding consistency. It actually comes with measurements, so you can follow like the exact measurements. I have been using this so long that I just go off of my eyes and I just like estimate. But yeah, I take it out of the bowl and then I apply it to, I'll do like the top and then maybe right above her lip. Like I said, some people have a lot of breakouts or acne on their lips, and sometimes I do let the mask like come down. It is not going to do anything if you bring it further down on your clients. And even if they have like discoloration on their bikini line, you can apply a thin layer to the bikini line. It is completely up to whatever areas you are trying to reach. Now, this mask dries on its own. After you apply it, you usually wait about 10 to 13 minutes and you let it do its job. I put it in fast motion while it was drying and it still didn't dry. So I'm going to go ahead and just wipe it off. As you can see, I touched it with my fingers. It was still wet. So I'm just going to use a wax stick to wipe it off. And you'll see that it was starting to dry because it's going to be very thick on my wax stick. It just didn't dry completely because I didn't have time to wait 10 minutes. So you want to wipe away any leftover residue from the mask and apply your toner. And that is what you can see me doing here. I am applying a thin layer of toner and I am cleaning up the area. And then I'm going to come back with moisturizer, which is our ingrown hair elixir. Once again, y'all, that ingrown hair elixir works very well. So this is it, you guys. This is how I make 6 figures. This is my most popular service. I hope that it helped you guys. Be sure to comment if you have any questions. And everything I used in this video can be purchased on our website. Bye-bye.